have a new update for the trailer because I can't keep doing this. That's a lot of work for an old man. Okay, so I came across this video and he swapped out wheels. There's another one where it has dual wheels, but they're hard wheels like this. I'd rather have something like this because we're not always going to be on concrete, smooth surface. And I think this here will help a little bit better when we're out camping. So we're going to go 5/8. And it just so happens that fits a 5/8, so this fits in there perfect. The materials I picked up for this is 5/8 flat washers and a 10-inch 5/8 bolt. Picked up 2 1/2-inch galvanized iron tees. That's what we had. I had to mix it up a bit. This is a 1/2-inch, 2 1/2-inch galvanized steel pipe nipples. I went ahead and picked up 2 1/2-inch galvanized iron cuts or caps, and also the nuts. So the way we went about it, I'll put a washer here, a bolt, and as I think about it, I'm gonna have to wring that out some. Hopefully the drill lasts. Now it has really worn that pretty much thinner, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, now that we have the holes open up a bit, time to get our wheel going. So I'm gonna put a washer. I'm gonna use 6 washers. His video, I think he only used 4, but that fits pretty good there as well. And I'm gonna put one on this side, my spacer, and another washer. That happens to fit in there perfect. Just the hair space on each side. Feed that through. Washer. Spacer. The next washer on, and the wheel. Okay. That's a 1/2 inch. Still have a good amount left over, but for the time being, that's going to be just fine. The last washer, get a bolt in place. At any rate, I think now, being that I'm working with it, I want to get one of those bolts that have the rubber inside. Hopefully I can find one of those in 3/8. Then it will self-lock itself. It should work much better than having to tighten it up so tight, just to keep these from falling off. Picked up, like I said, another two 4-inch nipples. There's a handle. Eventually I'll probably put some, I won't be taking this apart. Shouldn't be any need. And I really don't want to scuff it up too bad with the pipe wrench. To the rescue. Gorilla to the rescue. And I'm just putting caps on. That's protecting the ends. Now as you see, I had to mix the pipe, the zinc and the black iron, because there was out of a lot of these pieces in black iron. So I went ahead and just got the zinc so I could get this completed. Now, the handle will fit right into there. Okay, I'm counting my many blessings. This is exactly in my pile of bolts and junk. This one here will work just fine. And that frees that up, so that's not so stiff now. Another one bites the dust. For this build, I basically followed the instructions of the fellow that I got the idea from, but it just so happens for me it's too wide. Using a 10-inch screw is too wide, and I don't know if it's going to do it or if it'll pick it up, but certain turns it leans to one wheel, so I'm not sure if I make it shorter it would help, but it will probably help me to, when I raise it up, give me a little bit more room to raise it. And if I'm thinking about maybe even cutting an opening and just reshaping it, fiberglass it in after I reshape it. But for the moment, I went ahead and picked up an 8-inch bolt, which I'll be replacing with the 10-inch. I'm gonna turn it to see. I'm gonna turn it to see if it will do what I'm saying it's doing. And maybe you can see that, see how it's leaning to one wheel. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to cut a lot of that out. See, it's real bad, you can really see it there. And hope maybe even tightening up the brace somehow will help. But what I'm gonna do is just shorten it up for the moment and see if that will help at all. But I do like the idea and how it works, and it does make it a whole lot easier to move this thing around. Like I said, I decided to use a shorter bolt. The fellow I got the idea from used a longer one and put the extensions in there. But as I work with this 10-inch, I found that the wheels already have that space in there to keep it for the spacer. So we're going to take this 10-inch out, put the 8-inch in, and see how it works. I'm gonna just remove the inside washers all together, because as that tightens up, the wheel, it still allows the wheel to spin. And it still leaves room in between the brace and the wheel. So we're going to try it without and just have the two outside washers, which freed up a lot of room, and I think it'll give enough room for the bolt to fully secure. Still gonna have to figure out what to do to get this all the way up. But like I said, what I was thinking is sacrificing some room on the inside, because it's clearing the frame enough to where if I cut an opening up here, I will be able to have it fit up inside the box, and just fiberglass around it and work around it on the inside. So that's what I think I'll end up doing. But for the moment, I'm gonna go with that. And like I said, this wheel is still not on the ground. Well, it's up, but I'm thinking a lot of that is gonna have to do with tilting this here in more to get more contact. But that's where we are at the moment, and that's what I'm gonna go with.